Right, chain-based index numbers. It's a fairly easy topic, so I'm just going to do a couple of examples and everything. This link should be in the description somewhere. It's just nice. The guide goes through a couple of exam questions, which is always good. Right, see basic stuff. So let's work out the index number for each year. Okay, let's use 2002 as a base year, and let's round them to the nearest whole number. Go do it. Right, pause the video. I'll do the answers in a minute. These are the ones I got. Just to remind you, with your normal index numbers, you always relate it back to your base year. So I did this one here, I did 308 divided by 281 times 100. So I know there's a 10% increase from the base year. Now your chain-based index numbers is not always related to the base year, it's related to the previous year or the previous month. So if I wanted to do my chain base for 2005, I'd have to do 308 divided by 291. Yeah, because that is not my base year, it's just my previous year, and then times 100. There's not a lot to it, so work them all out. Okay, here's the answers, and here's what you're working out. So just to be clear, for 2005, 308 as I said, and 291 is the previous one. And they are slightly different. My first one will always be the same because it's exactly the same calculation. But if you look from let's do 2004, my chain base says that there's a 2% decrease. Yeah, but my index number means there's a 4% increase. Yeah, and you just want to think, is it always good to like relate things to the year before, or should you always relate it to the base year? Because for 2004 is an interesting one because it's gone down. I would sort of expect maybe the next year should go up to even it out, or maybe it shouldn't. And you got to think about your base year. Like maybe your base year was unnecessarily low, which then might think that all the other ones are increases. Then you've got to think, do you compare your increases to each other? Now you don't need to know this, but what I want you to consider is when I'm doing my chain-based index numbers, like can I use my actual index numbers, or do I have to use like the actual values that are given in the table? Now I would always tell you to do the actual values that are included in the table. But let's say for some reason you're not given them and you're only given your index numbers. Let's see if it does work. Now what I've done here is this one here. This is how I worked out my normal index number for 2005. So I actually got the value of the year divided by the base, which if I go back one is 281. For my next one, which should be 2006, I've got 320 divided by my base number. So it's my original working out. Now if I want to get my chain based, I'd have to do my 2006 divided by my 2005. Okay, so 2006 divided by 2005. Now if you treat them as fractions, okay, and we're dividing, you do your keep flip change. So I keep my first one the same. I flip the second one, I change my sign. Now if you look at my denominator here, it's the same as my numerator there. So they do cancel out. And I've got 320 divided by 308. Okay, that's my actual calculation I did to get this number here, 320 divided by 308. So in essence, it doesn't matter. But again, I would always push you to use a table that's used. Anyway, here's another question for you to do. It says chain based. So don't work out your actual index numbers. You don't need to. Just work out your chain based index numbers. Hey, there you go. Now, obviously, the first year I can't have one because I've got nothing to divide by. Okay, but all the rest of them I can. I didn't bother putting times by 100 because I ran out of space. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that lesson.